texture to it.
That's yours.
This one.
This is a Sauvignon Blanc glass.
Yeah.
Which one is this?
It's good.
This one, it's stainless steel. The whole thing. Sauvignon Blancs, it's done on one of the noble grapes. It's grown all over the world and produced in all kinds of different ways. It's done on stainless, sometimes concrete, sometimes the old ambergris.
This is the first one?
This is the first one, yeah. This is the Orion. And occasionally somebody puts it on wood, which is always a little funky, but they do. Usually neutral on the wood. This spends 4 months on the lees. Orion.
Orion.
Orion. Yeah.
Orion.
Chateau Orion.
But you have to say it like that.
I found that the best way I had a French teacher teach us this once in the
Yeah,
French
just
class
make your
is
face
to
like
treat
that.
everything with just distinct and pronounce everything
same.
like that, and then your pronunciation is perfect.
So let me see all your
Chateau
faces.
Orion. Very nice. It's been hugely popular. I confess I was a little worried when we switched from the Lascaux because we had it for so long. Thought perhaps there would be some pushback, but people have been really loving it. I think it's great for the summer.
I love this much.
Yeah, well, I think it's the Semillon.
Well, I don't usually like Sauvignon
Right.
because it's grassy.
Right. Well, that's another thing. So Semillon has more florality and more fruit,
Yeah.
stone fruit in particular on the palate, which balances out the grassy and grapefruit notes. Mm-hmm.
Taya, did you bring your brother's clothes?
Very mild.
Mm-hmm.
Did you
So
bring your
anyway,
backpack?
really
Your brother's
fantastic.
We forgot.
You may dump or drink, but we have to move on. So I have text sheets for you guys on everything, but this one I could not find it, and even my rep is having a difficult time locating it. So this is on our bottle list. Chateau Bousquet. It's a Grobs out of Bordeaux. It's called this because it's named after the caves in this part of Bordeaux. This wine spends a good amount of time in those caves. It is done in concrete. And so it's the name. Really exceptional buy on our wine list. I want to say it's like, did you dump? All right. So this is, isn't it gorgeous?
Oh my God.
I did actually consider putting this on the buying the glass list, but George said it wasn't that easily available. So this is also, so this is also a Sauvignon Blanc blend with Semillon and a Muscadel.
What is Muscadel?
Yeah.
What's the percentage?
I don't know because I couldn't find a text sheet. My apologies, Lori.
So how much is in the, how much Semillon's in the first one?
This one is 60%, actually.
60% Semillon.
I want to say that this one was like, I had it written down and I lost it somewhere. I think it was like 30% Semillon and like 5% Muscadel.
Who is this from?
Dan George. Synergy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And white. So as you can tell the difference between these two, this is much bigger and rounder, way more complex and well structured.
It doesn't have that forward fruit.
Yeah, and it also, I mean, like, it's not quite as crisp and acidic as this one. It's not so much in your face with the fruit. Much more subtle. It's more like soft. There's a little bit of like soft pear. There's almost like a little hint of melon going on there. Exceptional wine and exceptional value on our
How much
list.
is it?
It's 40.
Oh my God. That's
Yeah,
like, that's
it's
an easy sell.
it's absurdly ridiculous
Especially
good
right
value.
now when it's super cutting that out.
Right.
Delicious.
So where does the grapes come into this? Is it the location, the grapes?
Yeah.
It's Gravs.
Gravs.
And
Gravs.
Gravs is part of Bordeaux.
Yeah.
And
It's
usually
a
the Gravs is the white area, sorry.
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
You're correct. Yeah, just like Dave said, it's a appellation within Bordeaux, and like you said, usually white. What do you guys think of this? Well, how would you describe this or sell it to your table?
I would use smooth, velvety, less crisp than
Typical Sauvignon Blanc.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, in addition to your Sauvignon Blanc drinker, you might have, it happens all the time. You have those tables of ladies where this woman is more of a Sauvignon Blanc drinker, and you've got some woman asking you about a Viognier, which happens all the time, which is I find a little bizarre. And then someone else wants a Pinot Grigio, and this is a good sell. It's also a good sell for your classic Sauvignon Blanc drinker because it's a little rounder, way more elegant and structured than your typical Sauvignon Blanc. It's extremely friendly. I like to use the word friendly when I'm describing wines to people.
One
When
thing
I
would
can.
Say, what I would say too is that just as an example, like so Heather doesn't really even like Sauvignon Blanc. She would never buy one in a restaurant. And she
I would
really,
do that.
and she really
Yeah.
likes it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it kind of appeals, it's more mass appeal. Like
Right.
she said, if you have people that want different things, somebody wants a Chardonnay, somebody wants a Sauvignon Blanc. It's kind of like a half step in between.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. So it's a broader appeal and which is friendly. I mean, it's very hard to drink this wine and not like it, regardless of what kind of white wine you normally drink.
And honestly, somebody like the French Chardonnay, I
hmm
think it is.
This is a good choice as well. It's a good choice for that as well. Also, food pairing wise, this goes with the bulk of our menu. It has enough acid to go through anything fatty, but still has enough crispness and minerality to go. So I mean, you can have this with the tuna tartare. You could have this with the burrata salad. You have it with the beet salad. You have it with the aguachile, the octopus, the chicken wings, fish sandwich, pollo matone. It's the bouillabaisse, the fish special. I mean, it goes with so much on our menu. Again, making it extremely friendly. The price also makes it even friendlier. Next up, we have the Francis Blanquette Pouilly Fumé. So I know it gets confusing. It's Pouilly Fumé, Pouilly Fumé. We have one of each. The way I like to try and remember the difference between them is Fusé, Fussy, Chardonnay. That's how it works in my brain.
What is that you said?
So how I remember which one is which in my head,
Uh-huh.
Fumé versus Fusé, is Fusé, Fussy Chardonnay drinker. It's the word algorithm that I use to remember Fumé as well.
So is that clear? Everybody knows the difference between Pouilly Fusé and Pouilly Fumé?
No, just
We were doing this a couple weeks ago, but. So what's Pouilly Fusé?
correct.
And Edward very accurately pointed out that in the United States, Robert Mondavi popularized the term Fumé Blanc,
Right.
which is an American version of basically a Pouilly Fumé. Sauvignon Blanc. So sometimes you get people that are confused by that.
You didn't pour this in my glass, did you?
No, I was waiting for you to dump.
Sorry.
Fresh ones or the unearthed here? All right.
The Fume is 100% from Sauvignon Blanc, correct?
I'm sorry?
That's what
This is 100% Sauvignon Blanc, correct?
Is that a prerequisite to be a Fume?
Now I have a question for you. Why, like, I know bottle shape doesn't really matter anymore, but why did they pick Burgundy on a bottle and put it in instead of a Bordeaux bottle?
You know, I don't know the answer to that.
What was the question?
Why the shape of the bottle, Pouilly Fume, why they choose the style bottle instead of a Bordeaux style bottle.
I think Pouilly Fumes are always in that.
They are
bottle. Yeah.
Right.
I think it's probably because they're imitating, like, it's like that more elegant version, like the same way like a Pouilly Fume is. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to, and I think also, I mean, it's basically, it's like, you know, it's that, I mean, I think they're always in there.
I've always seen them in this, but I don't know why.
It's bizarre because they are kind of from the Bordeaux region, right?
No.
It's
No,
just
it's not Bordeaux. The
No.
Pouilly Fume is in the
Loire.
Is in Loire Valley.
Okay.
So the Loire Valley, all like so the wines of the Loire Valley are always in that size bottle. Yeah.
Okay, so that is from the Loire.
Yeah.
How close is that to, I'm really bad with my French geography.
How close is it to Burgundy?
Yeah.
Is that what you're
or
asking?
no, yeah, where
So
is it?
Burgundy runs north and south,
Okay.
right? And then Loire Valley runs east to west.
Okay.
So basically Burgundy kind of goes up, like so. If you're looking this way, this is north towards Champagne. Like Burgundy's here, and then Loire is like this.
Okay.
Champagne's up high, Chablis, Burgundy, Loire.
Okay.
Going towards the west coast of the country. And then as you get towards the west, it spills out into the ocean, and that's where like Muscadet is, and that's that sort of stuff.
Getting back to Alex's question, is it a requirement that it be 100% Sauvignon?
As far as I know, yes.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
This one has the nice little word calcite above it, because the region, the soil, is so rich with silice, limestone plain soil, and then lots of silice, which is like ground, like leftover shells from the ocean in the soil. Stainless steel cask on this one, and you know the small in the nose. It's much more what you expect because it is indeed a Sauvignon Blanc. Little bit of Capivina over the top, mostly citrus notes. But on the palate, lots and lots of really great minerality going on. Yeah, like really, really crisp back there. The great thing about really crisp and acidic whites in particular is that it helps you produce saliva. So you'll notice like when you drink it, you start producing more saliva, which is wonderful for digesting food.
So if I'm running around and my mouth's really dry, then can I take glasses?
We'll see how much you sell and we'll talk about it. But now, this wine is produced no herbicides or pesticides, sustainably grown, which is really nice. There is no sulfites added in the wine making process. There is just a little bit at the end to help preserve it, but very, very minimum. What do you guys get off of this?
I think it's a little bit of like melon on the taste palate.
You get a little melon?
Yeah,
You
that's
get
what
melon?
we
Flint is absolutely correct, yep. Flint. Sorry? You get green apple and pear? I get more like white nectarine myself. Maybe yeah, you definitely taste the limestone. I'm gonna swirl in my glass a little more excessively with you guys. My glass are
For me, I think out of all of them,
yeah. Yeah.
if people like the New Zealand
southern ones, to me, is closer. than
Absolutely.
anything we posted.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, you're correct.
Zealands are less grassy.
They tend to be
No,
more, yeah, they tend to be more aggressive.
Like grassy and
And
khaki.
more leaking and what did like this, got very hard.
They're more like cactusy.
Yeah, right.
Cactusy smell.
I don't like it.
What are the way things can they grow in the Loire Valley?
Muscadine.
Muscadine.
Just those two?
As far as I know. I think, oh, you know what, actually, I think they do some of the Melon de Bourgogne, Amiens. Also, the Melon de Bourgogne.
They do,
Yeah.
they do.
And then
Muscadine.
Muscadine. Yeah. Muscadine.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, then they do the, for whites, yes.
For white, yeah. I thought there was one more. You never, it's like that
There might
one
be.
in Burgundy that you never remember, the
Yeah.
Alicante. Alicante
And the Melon de Bourgogne.
and Melon de Bourgogne. All right.
Depends. They can, and if it's not, and it depends if it's like a village level appellation, they can. But most don't because the Chardonnay is considered more desirable.
Right.
That's more of like an old school thing, like you did back in the day. Correct. Yes.
Right. All right. Moving on to the Hubert Brocard. Sancerre. We've had this one for a good little while. We've had many Sancerres here. Why did I get out of view? This one is a very nice stainless steel for fermentation. Very traditional. Oh no, sorry. Are you empty? What?
The nose size or size, does that make it organic wine?
I'm sorry. What?
The last one, you said there's like no pesticides and no stuff. Does that mean it's an organic wine? Or is
It's not certified.
it's not certified organic?
It's not certified. It's a long-standing old family estate. I know they've never used chemicals on it, but no, it's not certified, so you can't really say it is. Also, they filter it. They don't fine it, but they do filter it, so it is not technically a natural wine either. Shiva Brocard. 100% Sauvignon Blanc. Yeah. Yeah. That is pure Sancerre. Straight up Sancerre. Oh, yeah. So Heather got cat pee right away off the nose.
This would be my least favorite out of all.
Yeah. But there's also quite a bit of lemon zest there on the nose. Also some flint as well. Really crisp on the palate, much more grapefruit on the palate. So to answer your question from before, Lori, someone who is more accustomed to the New Zealand style, they might like either of these. You know,
Wait, so Sancerre is a 10 point from Loire Valley, right?
Sancerre is a region, an appellation
It's part of the Loire Valley.
in the Loire Valley.
So in the Loire Valley, the best thing you want to be called Sancerre.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're in that town, that's the best thing. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So that's the highest level. Of
Right.
salt.
But if you're on a budget, look for a Conseil.
Sancerre?
Yeah. Quincy. It's right next to Sancerre, and the wines are half the price. Yeah. Yeah. So for those like me who are on a budget,
But apparently, we may is right next to Sunset as well. right?
exactly.
Right.
That would make sense.
In general, like, you can take the name of the town, that's a higher level. But it
Right.
doesn't have the name of the town, it's usually classified as somewhere where it's not a desired location. And that's across all of France, you see what I'm saying?
We have another one from Sancerre on our list. Can anybody tell me what it is?
Sorry, what?
We have another one on our list from Sancerre. Can anybody tell me what it is?
Right.
That's partially right.
It's, great.
I want to know what wine.
So it's our body glass wine.
Edward is correct.
Great.
It's the Le Grand Caillou.
Nice, everyone.
Good job.
2 or 3, I didn't get it all.
Yeah. Good job.
Nailed it.
So, for Sancerre, it's Pinot Noir for reds and Sauvignon Blanc for white. When you compare it to the last one, when you guys think of this, how do you think it differs? All right.
Right, minerality.
There's not quite as bitter out. Mineral was good in
Yeah.
All right, Heather needs to jump in.
Sorry, guys. So feel free to get up and get food, guys. So the overarching thing I would say about those wines is, as I mentioned before, I was talking about one night when Zeno wasn't here, is that there's more Sauvignon Blancs on the menu than there has been at this point, but it's a great summer wine. You know, and one thing that's consistent throughout all of them is that they have this fantastic acid, which is great for our food, because our food